Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the Melt Nightmare Before Christmas collection. I actually have a couple things from the Halloween Town collection that released a few weeks ago, and I just got in my full order of the Christmas Town collection that is officially launching on November 1st, I believe, but they did a preview sale. Melt seems to always do this where they do a little preview sale that you could buy the full collection if you wanted to for a limited time. So I ended up buying the full collection for Christmas Town because I actually was more excited about this one than I was the Halloween Town. The Halloween Town was kind of just something I bought last minute because I had FOMO, major FOMO, and I honestly thought this was going to be the only one they were doing. I didn't realize that, I guess this was a surprise to everyone, that they were actually doing more in the collection. So I kind of wish everything released at once, or that we got to preview what everything was going to look like before, because I probably wouldn't have bought this palette had I known that this one was going to come out, because I like this one a bit more. But yeah, I'm going to go over what I have from each collection here. So let's start with Halloween Town. This is available now. You can find it at Sephora. I think Nordstrom has it. I don't know if Melt sold out of everything. They might have sold out of the full collection, but they should have the palette. But you can use your Sephora VIB sale discount on this. So this is what the Halloween Town palette looks like. It is that fun packaging that kind of shifts. It's kind of hard to capture, but we have Oogie Boogie on the packaging. It is a little bit of a weird kind of design. I know not everyone's a fan of this. I guess it's supposed to be like the door to Halloween Town. I do think the packaging is really cool. This is what the back looks like. It says, "Wasn't it terrifying?" And it has all these little snippets and creatures from the movie with like this iridescent kind of foiled finish. Honestly, so much detail into the packaging with these. And then here's what the inside looks like. Here you have all your shades here, a nice big mirror here, and they do have some more foiled images. And then here is your color scheme. So this is gonna retail for $60. The first shade is this orange, which is called Gone Again. This is a metallic orange. Now we have the Oogie Boogie color, which I really thought this would be more of a lime green. I feel like Oogie Boogie is more limey or dark green to me, but Oogie Boogie is like this weird kind of greenish yellow metallic, which looks like this. Next we have a dark teal. This is called Ooze. This one's a little dry in the palette, but it's very pigmented, like these stain, so do be careful. That is Ooze. Next we have this turquoise called Shriek. I feel like the darker the mattes from Melt, the drier the formula and hard to blend. Next we have a lighter blue. This is called Ragdoll, so we kind of get into these blues for Sally. That one's a nice soft matte, very easy to blend. Then we have Mausoleum, which is like this minty shimmer. That's what that one looks like swatch. It's a little more subtle. Next we have this purple called the Mayor. This is another kind of dry matte. This shimmery purple is Wormswort. This is making me want to watch Nightmare Before Christmas tonight. I might have to. We'll see if I have time. That one is Wormswort, a nice shimmery purple. We have this more lilac purple called My Bugs. This one's actually a really cool color. And then lastly is this dark purple. This is called Bone Daddy, which is another kind of drier, very pigmented matte though. So here is all of your colors in the Halloween Town palette. I know they tried to take colors from like the Halloween Town part of the movie, but yeah, I don't know, the color scheme is just a little all over the place for me. So that is the palette. I also bought in the collection the highlighter. I couldn't resist this. I know it's a little bit pricey, but it's so pretty. This is True Love Never Dies. This is what the packaging looks like. It's beautiful. And then opening it up, mine has been used a few times, but it does have Jack and Sally imprinted on it in the inside, which I think is really stunning. And this one looks very rose gold, but swatching, it's actually so pretty. It's like a rose gold with some pink orange like glitter reflex. Actually, maybe I should do it on my hand. I think that might be better over here so you could see it just a bit more and how it shines. But such a pretty highlighter. So that's what I got from the Halloween Town collection. There is more stuff in the collection. There's lipsticks, there's gel eyeliners, and there's a fun mirror and a bag. I think the bag is sold out because it's only in the bundle, and it looks like that is all sold out. But I just wanted those two things from the collection. Now let's talk about the Christmas Town collection, because I did order this in the early access. I bought the full bundle and it came in this makeup bag, which I really am glad that I waited for this one because I think it's cuter. I know the other one had like Jack's outfit and then Sally's outfit on the back, but I like that this one has Zero on it. It's so cute. I love all the little details. And on the back it's like Jack with the reindeer and then Zero leading the reindeer, little scape in the background. It has this adorable little heart zipper with Jack and Zero on it. So cute. And then opening it up, this will actually fit a lot of stuff. This part opens up that you could store stuff in, and also you have this compartment as well. I do feel like the quality seems nice, and I like how spacious this is, so I'm excited for this. So when I got my order, it all came inside that bag, which was fun. I paid $165 for everything. It says it's originally a $233 value, so I feel like I got a pretty good deal. It includes everything except the brush. This is what the Christmas Town palette looks like on the outside. I don't know where my Halloween Town packaging went, but how cool is that? We have Jack as Santa Claus and Zero on it. So freaking cute. And then the actual palette, again, it has that changing background. Love. And on the back it says, "I've made a terrible mess of your holiday." I think that is so cool. Again, it looks like a little door here. And then opening it up, here is the colors. Look at the iridescent characters on it. Oh my gosh, so cute. I like this color story better than the Halloween Town. I think it's pretty. There is some similar colors though in each of them, which is interesting. I feel like this also feels like Christmassy and Halloween at the same time. So all around, I like this color story a lot. Let's go ahead and swatch. I'm gonna actually start from the back first. So we're gonna do No One's Dead, which is that kind of grayish white. It actually does work as an inner corner highlight because it is bright enough. So that's what I've been using it for. Next is this red called Sandy Claus. Very true Christmassy red. Next we have this burgundy color. This one is Nightmare, which looks like this. Then we have a deep violet called Christmas Town. This one was so hard to swatch. I don't know why, it seems a little more patchy, but that's Christmas Town. And we have some shimmery purples. This one is Bony Fingers, which looks like this. It's more of a metallic purple. And then this one I really love. This one is Sugar Plum Visions. This one's just a little bit more sparkly. Next we have kind of this, it's like a yellowy shimmer. This is Experiments. That would be pretty as a topper, especially paired with the greens, I think. Then we have this vibrant matte green called Eureka, which I personally think should be Oogie Boogie. This is such a pretty green. Then we have this shimmery green called Mistletoe. That one's kind of bright, I like it. And then lastly is this dark Christmas green called Smithereens. And there is this palette swatch. I don't know why, but I just feel like this color story is easier for me to kind of make looks with. But I also feel like you can pair the colors really well together too. And yeah, just overall, I really like the colors in this one. I do think it's a bit weird that they have two green sections in both of the palettes and then two purple kind of sections, but it's like, I don't think there's any exact dupes. They're still kind of similar color families, but not exactly the same colors, if that makes sense. So that palette is also going to be $60. Now in this collection, they also have these glitter eye gels, which I'm so excited about because I feel like these really up the shimmer and just make the eyes more iridescent. And these look so dang cute. These are $24 each. This one is Making Christmas. And these kind of do remind me of the ColourPop ones a bit, but the ColourPop ones get really creasy, while these I am not having any issues with creasing. But how pretty. This one has like a blue purple shift to it. I have this on my eyes today. So beautiful. These actually did kind of wow me from the collection. And then we also have the color Zero. which is white base with a bunch of orange glitters in it. I don't know why this one seems chunkier than the other one for some reason, but you can kind of see on the bottom, it's definitely more subtle. It's just gonna add a little glitter effect to the eye. I am so excited about this product in the collection. It's a cream blush light and highlight duo with Sally on it, and it's called Deadly Nightshade. And it's a cream blush and highlighter, and I love the Melt cream formula. This is the blush, so dang pretty, and then the highlight kind of is more of like a soft champagne tint. It's gorgeous. I was so excited about this in the collection. I just thought it was so fun to do. And this retails for $42. And lastly, there is 2 lipsticks in this collection. Here is the packaging on these. Again, so dang cute. These just say The Nightmare Before Christmas, and they have the sleigh with the skeleton reindeer on it. Kind of the same thing that was on the back of the bag. But we have this kind of shimmery green color. Melt always makes interesting colors, that's for sure. This is How Jolly. And this one has like a very slight like shine to it, but it feels almost like a matte lipstick. And their mattes are very matte, like almost a little dry, I will tell you. And then we have this purple called Shot Down, which looks like that. So those are the lipsticks in the collection. But yeah, I think that is everything. All the swatches. I wanted to show you guys the collections, what I have from the collections, if you're interested in purchasing anything. But I am going to do 2 looks today, one with the Halloween Town palette and one with the Christmas Town palette, which I have the Christmas one on. So let's get into the 2 looks. Okay guys, so let's start with the Halloween Town palette here. Not gonna lie, I have done a couple looks with this one, and it has been a little bit hard for me to come up with looks that I'm really in love with. I just feel like this color story is a little difficult for me. I feel like I still have some eyeliner on from this morning, so ignore that. But I kind of want to do like a Sally inspired eye. So I want to play with these blues. Let's take Ragdoll. In the crease, I'm just using the Singe Beauty EO5 and go ahead and blend this here. I think this is a really pretty color. I do find it Melt to have very pigmented mattes, like they almost are too pigmented, where they do leave some staining. So you really want to make sure you have a really good oil-based cleanser to wash their stuff off at the end of the night, because they definitely stain a bit. Let's take the color Shriek, and I'm going to place this kind of in the outer half of the crease here. I will say the mattes in this palette have been a little more on the dry side, and I find that to be kind of typical for a lot of the Melt palettes that I have tried. Next up, I'm going to take this dark teal. This is called Ooze, and I'm going to pat this in my outer corner. I'm just using the Singe Beauty EO4, and I'm also going to take this in my inner corner as well. We'll do a little halo eye with this. This shade I think is hard to blend personally. It's not my favorite in the palette. And it's some excess product. We're gonna run this along the lower lash line. Might have to dip in again. That color is just, it's so hard to blend. I feel like this looks messy, but we'll clean it up. I'm gonna take this kind of orange color called Gone Again, and I'm placing this in the center of the eye because, I don't know, it just reminds me of Sally with the teals and the orange. So I thought that would be a fun little combo. So I'm just gonna place that here in the center, and then I'm gonna clean this up, and hopefully this will look a little bit more wearable, because right now it doesn't look great. So we'll see if some lashes and some concealer, the rest of my makeup will kind of pull it all together. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here's how the makeup turned out all together. I kind of went a little more neutral everywhere and kept the lips more on the peachy side. I still don't think it's my favorite, but I think we definitely made it work, and the lashes definitely kind of help things blend a little bit. But I wanted to try something out of the box and try something a little bit different. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this one. But yeah, I think just like every time I use this palette, I don't know, I'm just not in love with how my look turns out. It just seems like it takes a lot of effort. So I'm hoping the Christmas one will be a little bit easier because I actually like the color story more in the Christmas. But I do have the highlighter that's in the Halloween Town collection. This one is True Love Never Dies with the Jack and Sally imprint on this. Originally, I thought this was going to be way too dark for me because it looks like almost a rose golden here, but it's actually very pretty on the cheeks. So let's go ahead and apply. So we'll just go ahead and put this on top of the cheekbones. As you can see here, this has a little more of a pinky shift to it. I think it's a beautiful highlight that any skin tone honestly can wear because it's not so metallic that it's leaving a streak of color. It just blends into the skin really nice and gives a nice, I would say it's more subtle, like a subtle sparkle to the cheeks, but it's really, really pretty. I really like it. Here's how it looks. Now let's get on to the second palette, the Christmas Town palette. Time to play with the Christmas Town palette. This one I haven't had a chance to use beforehand, so this will be my first time using it because I literally just got it in. I did do swatches already. For this palette, I'm gonna go ahead and use this red called Sandy Claus, and I'm gonna place this in the crease right here in the inner half. Again, really pigmented on this shade, so just trying to use as little as possible. Let me zoom you guys in a bit more. Next up, I want to blend in this kind of burgundy color in that outer crease, kind of doing a similar technique to last time. This one is called Nightmare. So just starting over here and blending those two together. This one is a dry matte. I remember having a kind of a hard time swatching this one. Not the easiest to blend for sure. I don't know why their mattes are so rough. All right, next up, I'm gonna go into this deep purple called Christmas Town. And I'm placing this in the outer half of the eye. Just really trying to play with all of these matte shades here. Again, this is very patchy. I just don't know if I'm a melt girly. I don't know if I am. Maybe these are just not the shades for me, but I've used like their Gemini palette and I've had no issues with that. But yeah, I feel like I'm struggling. I'm struggling with these shadows a bit. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush just to see if I can just get it a little more concentrated with that. I think that's the best thing to do, is just use the smallest brushes possible with these and just go slow, slightly build up. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wet a little smudger brush here, and I'm gonna take this shimmery darker purple and I'm gonna drag this on the lower lash line here for a pop. And that wetness is really gonna help this stick down and it won't be messy, so that'll definitely help. Okay, next I'm gonna take this really fun purple. This one is Sugar Plum Visions, and this looks like such a beautiful color. And I'm gonna go ahead and place this on the lid here. I definitely really like this shimmer, and I do think that these palettes have beautiful shimmers in them. So next, I'm gonna take this kind of whitish gray color. This is No One's Dead. And I'm gonna see what this looks like. Well, is that gonna look weird in the inner corner? Because it's like gray. Let me try it. I just wanna brighten it up a bit because originally I thought this was white, but it's kind of gray, but I still think it brightens. So I think I'm gonna leave it with that. I wish it was just a matte white, honestly. But I think it'll brighten enough. But I'm just really gonna place that in the inner corner here. Oh my gosh, I was almost gonna finish my look, but I remembered I have these cute little gel shadows, so I thought we would go ahead and throw this on top. This is Making Christmas and I thought that this color would be pretty over our purple. So I'm just gonna, I know this is gonna change the color of everything, but let's add a little bit. This is really cool. It's definitely gonna give us a really nice effect. So this is giving me the kind of chrome iridescent finish that I wanted, since the melt metallics are just more like plain metallics. I don't feel like they always have much iridescence to them, but that shade definitely amps up the look. I am going to go ahead and clean up this look, and then we'll move on to the next product in the Christmas Town collection, which is the Cheek Duo. Alright guys, so let's try out this little cream duo. I'm so excited they had this in the collection. This is the Deadly Nightshade Duo Cream Blush Light and Highlight. The Melt Blush Light cream blush formula is one of the best. We'll apply this on the cheeks. This one is very pretty. Now this one has a little bit of a glow to it, so I will probably set that down with some powder. But you see how easy that is to blend out. I love their cream blushes. And then we'll do the highlight side as well. This is gonna be pretty. This honestly you could probably just use with your fingers, but I'm just gonna use it with a brush here and just blend that into, let's not blend it into my hair, but blend it into the high points of the face. And that's just really natural. And if you were worried about the one from the Halloween Town palette being a little too deep, I think this is really pretty because it just offers a nice natural lift from within kind of glow that's very kind of pearly, and it looks beautiful. Okay, so I'm a little scared of the green lipstick in this collection, so we're gonna do the purple one and do a monochromatic purple look. Let me see if it'll look okay with this Unearthly lip liner. Let's see. This is in Carnage. I don't know if this will be too light though, so let's try this out. I pretty much just line the outer part and then I kind of rub together. And it's okay if it's messy because obviously we're going to be covering the middle. So hopefully this will look okay. I know this is not as deep as this. This is the shade Shot Down. And this is like uber matte. I have not tried the Melt lipsticks before. Okay, I think that's about as even as it's going to get. But here is the final look, trying out all the products in the Christmas Town collection, besides the brush that I didn't buy because it didn't come in the PR box. But let me go ahead and get into my thoughts so far on everything. Alright guys, I did give a little bit of my thoughts throughout the try-ons, but let's go over everything. First of all, the palettes. I feel like, you know, these are the big major items in each of the collections. Again, I'm really upset that they didn't show like the full preview of what was to come. I know they're just trying to get us to buy more, but I definitely would have skipped on the Halloween one and just got the Christmas palette. I would have still bought the Halloween highlight though, and maybe some of the lipsticks, but I do like the Christmas colors better. This just fits me more for what I like, and I do find that both palettes, the dark mattes, are just really hard for me to blend. It's not like the soft mattes that I'm used to from some of my favorite high-end brands that cost around the same amount of money. Like, these are $60. They are not cheap. I think Natasha Denona has a better quality with her mattes, as well as a lot of other indie brands too, like Bella Beauté Bar, Odin's Eye, Glaminatrix. Those are just way easier for me to work with. These are ultra pigmented and they do last on the eyes all day, but it's just like so hard to blend. I feel like they take a lot of extra time and a lot more effort than I'm really used to working with. So I don't know if they really rank up there for that price point. I do feel like they could use some work on their mattes, but that's just me. I know most people buy like all the Melt stuff and are like hardcore Melt fans. I just wish they were easier to blend for me. I love the pigment and I love the pigment of the metallics. I thought the metallics were really pretty, but yeah, I don't know. For $60, I definitely have some other ones that I prefer, and I will be doing a ranking of all my fall and Halloween palettes so you guys can see some of my other favorites and formulas that I definitely like better, but it's definitely personal preference, but I think you can get better for the money. I mostly did want these for the collector in me, and because the packaging is really out of this world, I feel like they did such a good job on all the details. I think they're so pretty and they just make me happy to look at. They're so beautiful. So I really kind of liked these for the packaging, but I could see myself maybe decluttering the Halloween one in the future because I just don't love these colors as much, and every time I try to do a look with this, I don't end up loving it, but I would definitely keep this one around. I think the Christmas palette, I think I could do a little bit more with, but that's just my opinion. I prefer the Christmas one. Honestly though, my top favorite in both the collections are the cheek products, even though they are $40, but I mean, this highlight was so beautiful. I wish that this etching was a little bit deeper so that it would maybe last a little bit longer and I could see the imprint for longer because it's already starting to fade, but I just love all the details that went into this. I thought the highlight was stunning, as well as this cream blush and highlight duo. With this one, you get even more for your money, 2 different things, so maybe this is one that you would rather go for instead. I also really love these glitter eye gels, especially the Making Christmas shade. I think is absolutely stunning. The zero shade's a little more subtle for my taste, but I do recommend the zero color. And then as far as the lipsticks go, these are very dry on the lips, at least the purple one. But I will say when it comes to dark colors like this, I do prefer a matte just because I know it's not gonna move around. So for that, I'm happy, and I probably will keep this in my collection. But I wish it wasn't like so dry where it's like almost stiff and tugging when you're applying it on the lips, but at the same time I don't want something creamy because that's just going to be a mess at the end of the day when it already is messy for me to put on dark lipsticks in the first place. So I don't know, I'm kind of indifferent on these. They're definitely out there colors that I don't reach for a lot, but I'll probably keep the purple one. I don't know about the green one yet. And then of course I love this makeup bag. Oh, it's so dang cute. So obsessed with that one. So that is kind of my thoughts here on this Melt Nightmare Before Christmas collection. I don't mean to be too negative, but I mean, I definitely expected more out of the quality of the eyeshadows, but wow, they really did nail the packaging and all the little details of everything. But that's it for this video. I'm so curious to hear your thoughts on these. Are you guys liking them? Have you tried them? Did you end up purchasing any of these, and what do you think about it? Do you like the colors included? They're definitely a little out there for me, but I'm gonna let you guys go, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.